Alright. We left the cat on the porch. She's gonna be nice and safe up there.
Hopefully.
She can fly, right? She can fly, right? Cats fly.
Well, I know they land on their feet, but I figure they do that after they fly, right?
I mean, clearly, like...
Master Bruce, you know how harmful it is to leave Miss Kyle up on the porch.
Who's Miss Kyle?
We've talked about this. We've talked about this, sir. This is why we don't have pets anymore.
I mean, now that I stop and think about it, does Bruce know Selena Kyle by this point in the,
As far as, like, the Arkham continuity goes, no. I think they actually go over his first meeting with her in the Blackgate game, the one that takes place after Origins.
Ah, okay.
Right, before City. Or actually, yeah, that. But yeah, so before I tackle what's going on over there with the penguins,
Dude,
man, he's just out cold, and whoop,
in the cold.
he's somewhere. He's just flying up somewhere. So
and thus he ascended.
So yes, returning again our various takedowns. Of my takedowns depends on which button combo I do. So the main ones that I like are, there's one where I make a bat tornado appear of like just a wind and stuff, and that just obscures people's vision of me. And oh look, this return from City.
Yep. But yeah, it's like a lot of his a lot of like the special like combo attacks he does in this game are basically ripped from City. So
they don't see me, do they?
I mean, by all accounts, the story aside, this is essentially just Arkham City 2.5.
Yeah, I think they did see you.
Ah, rats, get off. But yeah, no. So basically, yeah, the takedowns are still there, and yeah, I guess I will still say that now that I finally got my hands on this game, I really like the combat of this game. I still have yet to test it out fully in City, but there we go.
Well,
I really did enjoy my time with Origins. There we go. Where like I love the idea of like you really had to like build up a rhythm of sorts with your combat. It wasn't just flail wildly like all of Kingdom Hearts had taught me.
Yeah, I will say, like, if you ever do want to try to get into City, there are like very subtle like differences in how some of the combat feels and like some of the like button prompts. But for the most part, if you've played Origins, you pretty much got a handle on how City is.
Okay, so this will be another Riddler Tower down. Thank you.
You clearly do.
Are you kidding?
Kidding.
I was sure you'd fail. No one is this lucky.
You need to stop this.
Also, I don't understand what the point of the security level in the bottom right is. Like, there's only... I can spoil it right now. There's only going to be, like, really one quest that actually puts this cryptech thing on a timer. Everything else, you just have all the time in the world to trial and error your way through.
It was I believe as a gimmick, it was more pronounced in the earlier games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the first one, where instead of, again, lining up the words, you really just had to make sure that the color was all green.
Right. So, there we go.
And I know it's especially taxing during the one section where it's like Harley was going to blow up the one room. Like, that was probably like one of the more tense aspects of Asylum.
So, welcome to the last offer.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, actually, oh wait, I'm breaking the order. We don't go there just yet.
Oh,
so forget I just said that. We go over to that bad thing because what we're still in the middle of doing is after we roughed up Santa Claus. Hey guys, bye guys.
Don't mind me.
After we roughed up Santa Claus, Loose Lips, we found out that the Penguin's doing guns deals, and the best way we're gonna figure it out is if we can triangulate their position. Let me swap to a better station.
Sorry, I don't believe in Santa Claus.
Santa should not floss.
There's some dumb. Let's see. We got normal radio, normal police you have normal police box radio. You got local Gotham radio, and some weirdo named Anarchy.
Oh yeah, Anarchy. That's another. That's a side quest you're going to be seeing like after you get done with the last offer.
Which it's definitely a thing of. Hey guys, it's definitely something that people could say is a little bit out of. Whoa. It's a little bit out of place almost because Anarchy's a very new Batman villain. This is supposed to be taking place before he ever met some of the bigger rogues.
Well, that's the thing with like the Arkham games. They kind of like to take liberties with like what order Batman meets certain mooks. Like for like even as far as like Asylum and City. Like if you look in the bios for that you can unlock in Arkham Asylum, there's Hugo Strange, and it's implied that Batman's known him for a while. Whereas in City, this is essentially his first time meeting Hugo.
Right.
I mean, that right there,
okay, so-
that right there, you just consider a retcon.
I'd imagine so, because otherwise I'm like, no. Doing a beat down here. No. See, this is where it gets a little annoying, because I'm trying to do a beat down, and then suddenly everybody gets the freaking speed of an Olympian athlete to run up to me.
In all
because
fairness,
the
you are
game
still
does
playing
not-
on the New Game Plus.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, like, the game does not like you doing a beat down if there are other enemies nearby. There we
Nope.
go.
It's basically just to get a move on when there's only one mook left. Also, man, now I'm just looking and seeing this makes me think, like, imagine how awkward it would have to be having to fight mooks while on an ice rink.
I honestly would give it now. Look, this would have been the perfect time, especially the DLC. That would have been the perfect time to set that up. Use a Zamboni as a kill move. I don't know, but
Zamboni.
Alfred,
Wow.
are my bat skates installed on my bat boots?
Next comm station. Then I'll be able to triangulate
So-
position.
why? Why would we do that?
I need
Wait.
to be prepared for anything. Shouldn't
Wait.
I?
Wait, are we still on the Zamboni? I just want to make sure.
No. We were on the idea of him having bat skates in his bat shoes, and and because I genuinely did not think of any actual punchline, all I could think of was just being like, "Sir, Master Bruce, why?"
Out of all the things I've spent money on, the skates are the one thing that's baffling you.
Sir, I told you, the bat cleats are enough.
I can't do figure eights and cleats now, can I, Alfred?
Alfred, everything I do is for Gotham. The bat skates are for Bruce. That is a gift for Bruce.
It's like, all I ever really want to do is skate. That's right.
That's all I wanted. Let me have this. Anyway,
Sir,
so
you
there's
leave
the
me
last-
both amused yet somewhat troubled at the same time hearing that.
And throwing out there once again, I like this. I will still say, as much as I love Marvel Spider-Man, I like that stealth actually means a damn thing in Batman. If
Well, it
you
also
can
has
take
to do with the
everybody out, then you get that stealth takedown.
Well, it also has to do with the fact that, like, despite what some people would say, Batman is a little bit more of a fragile character than Spider-Man.
Fair.
I mean, there's also a matter of, like, now that I stop and think about it, Spider-Man got a remaster on PS5 not that long ago. You think they would have used that as an opportunity to update the game in such a way where they would actually tweak the stealth section to be more meaningful?
Would have been nice again, because otherwise the only real reason you would do it for stealth would be because you're trying to do like challenges and wait for it.
Boo!
Hi there.
But granted, still definitely looking forward to the actual sequel and the Miles Morales interquel. We will cover that game still eventually. We got other projects though first.
Yeah.
So now let's find the laptop.
I guess you can answer this for me. Did they ever fix that whole stealth issue?
Nope.
Damn it.
Like,
Maybe, especially with the whole, trailer's been out for a while, especially by the time this goes out. Maybe with the whole Venom thing, maybe they will try to put more emphasis on the stealth and it being successful.
you say Venom, I say more so Kraven, because I think they pretty much all but confirmed Kraven's going to be in the game, and that's a character I can see you doing like some interesting stealth missions with.
Right. Yep, he's at the final offer. Not the last offer, my apologies. Basically,
Is that your
Penguin
final
set up-
offer?
Penguin has set up his house of base there.
And I will give like another interesting tip that I feel like I
Fine.
probably should have like told you to this slogan when you were doing like your practice for the game. The final offer, like when you get there, there's
Okay, I love this. Wait, and
Damn.
good reach.
But yeah, anyway, I was just
Good
gonna say.
night.
But I was just gonna say, one thing is that
Sorry, sir.
don't mind me.
That guy just didn't know
Local
what
Batman
happened.
coming through.
Didn't even know what. And nope. Got him awesome.
Jeez.
Okay, now then, as I was saying,
Where were we?
I
But-
just want to go to the store, guys. Come on.
I mean, seriously, I need cheese. But anyway, when you get to the final offer, slight spoiler alert, there is going to be like a stealth section on like the outside of the boat. That stealth section is very handy if you want to get like certain achievements that you can use in the game. Like that's how I got the one where that's how I got the one achievement of doing a stealth mission without being seen once.
Right, we probably do need to talk about that. So another reason why I'm doing this on New Game Plus, it's probably my big pet peeve about this game and in terms of how it structures itself. So this game brought what would you call them? The something challenges. What were they called again?
Well, in City they were called the Riddler challenges.
And in here they're called like the expert challenge. It's something where like they're separated into 4 different categories based on, you know, gadgets, how, you know, these stealth sections, melee combat. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah. But it's like it's separated into mobility, combat, stealth, and gadgets. And just like with Arkham City, there are certain achievements that you can accomplish if you do certain things in those achievements. Like, for example, if you glide a certain distance without using like the grapnel boost and whatnot.
Right, and there's various setups that can be done to fix you know, there's various like, oh, do this quest in particular if you want to, you know, get that down. So the issue with the stealth challenges. Oh crap! Actually, this is way too.
Oh, oops! They called on the whole posse.
Dude, guys, 3's a crowd. Just saying.
Seriously, you know, you could have used a smoke bomb and like tried to take out 3 of them before the smoke bomb dissipates, which is another challenge.
But there's no way I can do that while I think. But once I can't do it from within the grate. I'd have to come out.
I'm sorry, you gave me a dumb image. All of a sudden, like Batman just reaches his hand out through the grate and just tosses out a fucking pellet.
Ding. That's why I would like. I actually do like. I wish I could actually do something like that where I could like throw it from within the grate, a little pellet. But in any case, so the tricky part with the stealth challenges is, so here's how this works: is any progress that you've been trying to make on the challenges, any progress you're trying to make on the challenges will reset whenever you start a new campaign, and you have to build it back up if you want to get to all these like rewards and stuff, and there are a limited number of stealth challenges in the game that can fulfill the requirements you need. Like there's one challenge that where you need to do like 5 different like takedowns, be it on ledges, from within walls, from within grates. And this stealth encounter, although it can be redone over and over again because the mooks will keep showing up, there are no walls to blow up with your explosive gel. There are no.
Right.
It's very difficult to pull off ledges to like rappel down from and take people down that way. So there are any guide you look up for this will basically all they can say is, hey, make sure you get this challenge done by this mission in the game, otherwise you're not going to be able to get it done in time.
Well, I'm trying to think, like, I know this is a case in City. I want to say it's brought over in Origins as well. I want to say the challenges also apply to, like, the challenge maps that you can do as well.
Perhaps? If so, I did not do many of the challenge maps. That probably would explain why I did not get
basically
very far.
The challenge maps are, as far as like the Predator sections go, they are the ways that you can like go to replay like particular Predator sections.
Okay, I'll definitely say that it's why Easy does it. No, I'll definitely say it's what allowed me to Can I get the double? Ah, fine. I'll just do the normal one. Hey, how's it going, bub? Hey, you know, not too bad.
Did you even unlock it?
No, I'm pretty sure.
The double takedown yeah, the double takedown you should have from the get-go.
What?
I don't think they were. You two all right?
I think they're all right.
They're just having a good time. We'll just say they just had a nice time out today.
You know, I'm not one to endorse armpit smelling, but you do you.
You do you. So
whatever gets you through the night.
But yeah, these guys know because they're watching me practice this game. And
Looks like someone brought a bat to a knife fight.
guys, listen, I just want to go inside.
God, you guys are so rude.
Oh! I'm sorry, dude. Just let me go through the door. These guys remember when I was practicing this, and they watched me have to try and get the last one, which was like, I think you have to get like a combo over. You have to like keep a constant combo. You have to get like the highest rank possible, and it was like the last group of mooks, and that one just it's just like it requires. Oh crap! They saw me. It just requires like full on perfection with like getting this combo, which I will say, like when you can get the combat working like as when you can get the combat working as well as it works, I think this game allows for some really good stuff. And the what do they call it, the flow motion combo?
Free flow.
Free flow, thank you. Like it works. It's probably one of the better like hack and slash esque combat systems that I know. Which I would call this a hack and slash kind of combat game.
Kind of.
Ooh,
No.
Badoo.
No, boxes are dangerous. Ow.
Ow. Well, at least that wasn't the box that hit me.
What you're also noticing there is that sometimes if more than one person comes up to attack you, and you can only do the double counter if they're simultaneously coming to attack you. Got it. But if people are attacking you in a certain order, I generally found it like very difficult to counter them because I'd be caught in one animation before I could, enter the combat, combo counter animation. There.
Ouch.
There. Let's stun them.
Where the heck is he bringing out these bats from?
It scares me, boss.
The bat pocket. They never expected. Get rid of that.
Yeah, that's also another thing that I love, like the ability to just disarm weapons.
Is that new to this game, or was that still a thing?
Oh, that was
from
in
City?
It was in City.
Gotcha.
Was the blade counter in City as well, where if you time it right, you could also like just knock a guy out while they try to swing a knife at you?
It is. I think you have to unlock it though in City.
Yeah, same with this one. It's like, and it requires like a different timing of the counter button in order to pull off. But so I was just saying that. Yeah, so this is the final offer. The Penguins' current base of operations, where they hold all sorts of weapons deals, and on festive holidays such as Christmas, your typical bar brawl fights.
Whoop.
Yeah. But what were you saying there, Hype, about the countering stuff?
I was just saying that, like, I don't remember how differently they changed the counter, the knife counter in Origins from City. I just know that, like, in City in and of itself, it was almost impossible for me to really do the knife counter properly. Like, I could do, like, the dodge, but never, like, the counter attack.
That about works out well. Should been out the
Oh.
box.
Ouch.
Just
Boxes. Like
I mean, let's see.
kryptonite.
Let's see. We got. Was that guy was literally trying to shank you with a fucking bottle?
Yeah, no, just make whatever works. Pick whatever works. Launch him, and that's probably my favorite counter if I'm dealing with a lot of people. Is just get as many of them on the ground as possible, and then batarang them.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally just triple rang a bunch of blockheads.
As long as there's not, like, an interrogatable mook in the vicinity, because it is possible to permanently knock them out if you're reckless.
Yes.
I do recall that Arkham. I do recall hearing that Arkham Origins actually made an improvement into the whole interrogation thing.
Right, like from what I've gathered, you don't even. I think they've done it in such a way where you don't have to have them be the last person you take out. Like, just so long, like they'll just automatically enter a down state, and then you can pull them up from there.
Which, unfortunately, I heard was not brought back for Arkham Knight.
Because I was about to say, like...
Because that means I gotta be very careful with them Riddler informants.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I know that precaution was in City, and it is in Origins, but I hear that it was a little bit... It was easy to accidentally lock out in Origins. Look at him, having fun.
It's amazing he has the lung power for all this.
He's got microphone, but yeah, they're having a boiler deck fight.
Yeah, and also to be fair, this is before he had that voice box in his throat.
Oh,
Right,
and this also.
smoking.
Oh yeah, and this is also before he had that bottle rammed into his eye.
I mean, you thought you already got an edgy penguin from like the freaking Burtonverse. Nope.
Danny DeVito. I don't get to hear Danny DeVito pull off sinister sounding voices like that too often.
It's honestly like a lot of fun. Like, if you look past the fact that it's a far cry from how Penguin usually is, it's probably one of the more entertaining performances in a Batman product.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I'll have to agree with that.
he loved it up, and
So, hello there, babe.
Yep.
she's one of the two people who is she's one of Penguin's recent floozies,
Yeah.
and
Well,
oh crap,
speaking of
one of the assassins right off the bat.
Hey, it's not Shocker.
Yeah,
it's
the electrocutioner.
Oh boy. Oh, that's kind of you.
Okay, that
That's
seems a
not
little
as
counterproductive, but I mean, each his own.
I mean, wow, this guy sure This guy certainly loves to make an entrance.
He's
Wow.
a cocky little punk.
So tell me, Logan, how would you rank this boss fight out of the lot you'll find in this game?
Yeah, because
Well,
like
in terms of strategy, the electrocuting powers are actually going to keep you on your toes, so he can deal out a dish of both melee and ranged combat, much like Shocker would in Spider-Man, actually. So,
yeah. Just be careful, because I hear that like out of all the AI, he is like the most aggressive. Like
well, it's broken at first in New Game Plus, especially when you get to the second phase. So, first we start off with some taunting. Fortunately, we're going to throw him something that he's not expecting, which is a kick.
And just like that, he's done.
I don't understand how he was able to be bought off as an assassin, but let's have us an actual real fight now. Poor dude. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's just like, talk about a fucking...
Objective complete.
Yeah, seriously.
And here's our martial artists. Basically,
Yeah.
basically, if you're countering them, make sure to counter again. Oh, no, I'm busy.
This almost feels comical, considering this is kind of like a, going back to an old problem that Arkham Origins suffered from.
I mean,
which one?
Arkham Asylum.
Or Arkham Asylum, my bad. You were expecting a rather epic boss fight. Nah, just another Mook Rush.
Well,
But don't
I mean,
worry,
like,
that is the last of the ones. Like, they're all gonna be
Yeah,
decent
Alpha
fights from
was.
here on out.
Yeah, like
Especially the next one.
that one's just like a tease for the sake of a joke. We will have like actual proper bosses from here on.
Yes.
That's good.
No.
You take the box.
Jeez. There's not a double counter, but this was definitely for me like my biggest like learning curve because, again, I get zero indicators of who's about to counter me and when. So make sure you are still very familiar with how the animations and the patterns look.
Yeah, I was about to say you have to be like super observant because if you like are well, like I said, if you're observant enough, there are like certain like windups that Mook will do before they attack. Like if you're quick enough to catch those, you can be able to get through matches without the need of like the bad spider sense.
I can see that. Oh, no, you don't. So, in terms of what happened, so what was this? Was it this game or was it Night that was, again, the one that on PC did not have a good launch?
Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham
Okay.
Knight.
Because I want to say that Origins was still pretty okay on PC.
Origins was, honestly, I think it was probably, I want to say it was the most stable on PC out of over the lot of them, but I'm not entirely certain of.
Yeah.
It's Arkham Knight that, got very infamous.
Actually, it's really funny that we talk about how like it's the most stable on PC. Well, Arkham Origins being the most stable on PC, because when the game the console releases, I've heard some people say that like the Xbox version was probably like the inferior ones.
Really? Well, I mean, I've heard that now where I've heard it be said now that we're actually approaching a point where there you go. Where
You can have that back.
Woo!
yeah, we're reaching a point where consoles are pretty much on par with most PC builds nowadays.
We're getting there for sure, especially with, again, the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
No.
Now it's just a matter of if people, but also, like, you know what the sad part is? Just like high-end PCs, those consoles are also an absolute bastard and a half to afford.
Especially
Yeah.
the poor
Fine.
PS5.
Especially if you can find them in the wild.
Yeah. So now I feel really bad for all those Spider fans that are having to like play these awesome-looking games, but they have to shill both their arms and legs to afford it.
Aw, I have to take it. I was so close to pulling off the dick punch too. Fine, what do you know?
You just show him leave. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, wait, that he left beforehand. Never mind.
And take that ugly freaking cap off.
Only way in is through the theater, on the other side of the casino. But you'll never get past Tracy.
Who's Tracy?
And she's the girl that was up on the ceiling earlier.
Oh, okay, thank goodness.
I
don't
know
why,
my ways around women.
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind was Tracy Morgan. Is he still doing stuff?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him since freaking 30 Rock. Long time ago.
You, Dor, do you know if Tracy Morgan's still doing stuff?
I will find out.
Anyway, okay, that's about enough of that. little nonsense. So join us in the next part as we're going to go do a couple things, interrogate Penguin, learn what he knows, and yes, fine, you will have your actual boss fight. Join us next time.
Sweet. Till next time, everybody.
Nah.